weekend, Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bulls offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't... hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
You know, that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and they just couldn't hook up on that one.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Bringing the heat. He's got the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And that's is why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Northern Illinois Huskies offense has the ball for the first time. It will be a priority to get the passing game up and going, something they really didn't do with one of their biggest weapons last week, David.
Yeah, and last week he just wasn't a big part of the game plan. And I would expect if you want to get explosive plays going and you want to get this offense in a good spot, Jesse, you're going to find this guy on the outside. He can turn matchups into nightmares for the defenses. I think he'll be used early and often this week.
Yeah, so if I'm the quarterback, I want to get him going early, right? And maybe I'm calling some easy throws, some hitch routes, some slants. Just get him going.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass. They give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you can tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the...
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Now on first down from the 30. They'll give it to him again. Nice move there. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Let's look big picture at Northern Illinois. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Still on his feet at the 45. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Parrish. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Tackle is made at the 39. And that's a first down for the offense.
The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll get rid of it. Finds a tight end down the gut. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Leaves it with the running back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about Northern Illinois. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Huskies!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Quarterback making adjustments. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
This offense is really struggling, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Shoots it to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Handoff from the gun. Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure that...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Running back searching for a hole. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Tackled there by the defense.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. They go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll go to the counter. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll run it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's looking to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This time he's got him. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Pushes ahead. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
And they pound the ball in for the touchdown, and you've got to like this offense. Finishing the first half really strong and a chance to take the lead in this football game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
14, Buffalo, 13.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Complete to the left. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
First down.
Looking to throw, it's Flores. Finds us back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Here comes the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Bulls line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee.
Timeout, Northern Illinois.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on first down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Unleashes one. Touchdown Bulls. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. It's a reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Dropping back, it's Flores. He's got it on the move. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Northern Illinois, 14.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Here we go. Right.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Throws for the tight end. Fires it incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the left. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Looking for a man. It's Flores. Gets it out fast. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the tailback. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Gets it out quickly. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. And the Huskies backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Breaks into the open. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. He splits the upright. And that will extend their lead even further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Baylor. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air. It's Flores. Got his man quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bulls headed quickly to the line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll go to the ground. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Looking to throw on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Snow. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee.
Well, victory formation is every offensive coordinator's favorite play call.